Moved into apartment 412 on a Thursday. The building wasn't fancy, 4 floors, gray walls, flickering hallway lights, but it was cheap and quiet, or at least that's what the landlord said. The first night, I heard footsteps above me, slow, steady pacing. It was late, maybe past midnight. I figured someone couldn't sleep, maybe unpacking like me, but the odd thing was, there wasn't an apartment above mine. I realized it the next morning, walking the stairs. The top floor was mine. The 4th. The stairwell stopped at my door. The roof access was locked with a chain and a rusted padlock. Still, every night around 12:30, the footsteps came back. Pacing, dragging, sometimes pausing right above where my bed sat. By the 3rd night, it wasn't just footsteps. I heard a low hum, like a man talking softly. I pressed my ear to the ceiling and could swear I heard my own name. Daniel. I didn't move. The voice sounded exactly like mine. I tried ignoring it. I bought noise-canceling headphones, slept with a podcast on, but it didn't help. The noise seemed to get inside the headphones, like it was vibrating through the walls. One night I banged on the ceiling with a broom. The footsteps stopped instantly. Then, 3 slow knocks replied from above. I called building maintenance the next day. They swore the top floor was sealed, no crawl space, no attic, no way anyone could be up there. I didn't argue. I just wanted them to check. The maintenance guy, George, climbed up through the ceiling hatch in the hallway. After a few minutes of silence, I heard him yell. When he came down, his face was pale. "There's nothing up there," he said, "but it looks like someone's been walking in the dust. Bare footprints." He left without saying another word. I didn't sleep that night. I moved my mattress to the living room. The ceiling there felt thinner somehow. Every creak from the pipes made me flinch. At 12:37 a.m., the humming started again. Soft, rhythmic, almost like a lullaby. And then a faint knock on my living room ceiling, followed by a whisper. "Daniel, come upstairs." I didn't respond. My phone light flickered. The bulbs dimmed. Then I noticed something on my TV screen, the reflection of the room behind me. Someone was standing there. I spun around. Nothing, but the reflection stayed. A shape. My shape. By morning I'd convinced myself I was hallucinating from stress. I'd been working double shifts, barely eating. I told myself the brain does weird things when it's exhausted. Still, I recorded the ceiling that night, phone propped on a chair, camera aimed up. At 3 a.m., I woke to silence, the first silence in a week. I almost smiled. Then my phone vibrated. It had stopped recording at 12:36 a.m. The file was only 12 seconds long. I played it back. Tap, tap, tap. Then my voice whispered, "He's starting to remember." The next day, I went to see the landlord. He was an old man who lived in a small office by the laundry room. When I told him what was happening, his expression changed. Not confusion, not disbelief, more like guilt.
He sighed. "You shouldn't have moved into 412, he said quietly.
"Why?" He opened a drawer and pulled out a yellow folder. Inside were a few photos, black and white, grainy, dated 1994. One showed the building from the outside, another showed an apartment interior, my apartment. The same layout, same window, same crack above the heater, except the man in the picture wasn't me, but he looked exactly like me. The landlord said his name was also Daniel. He'd lived there 30 years ago. One night the neighbors heard him screaming. When police broke in, the place was empty. No body, just footprints leading up the wall to the ceiling. I left the folder on his desk and walked out without a word. That night I packed to leave. I didn't care about the deposit, I just wanted out. Around midnight as I zipped my bag, I heard something heavy drop above me, then scraping, then slow deliberate footsteps, directly over my head again. I froze. The ceiling dust started to fall in tiny gray flakes, and then a voice, barely above a breath. "You're going the wrong way, Daniel. The stairs don't lead out." I ran, down the hall, down the stairwell, into the lobby, but when I reached the first floor, the door to the street was gone. Just a blank wall. I turned around. The stairs behind me now led up. Every turn, every floor, the same hallway repeated. 412. I was trapped in a loop of identical floors, the hum growing louder, more distorted, like static mixed with whispering. I pounded on doors, everyone open to my own apartment. Each version of me inside was at a different point of panic, one packing, one asleep, one banging on the ceiling, and each one looked at me in horror. At some point I must have blacked out. When I came to, I was lying on my mattress in the living room again, sunlight coming through the blinds, everything looked normal. For a moment I thought it was a dream. Then I saw my phone on the floor, still recording. The video showed me asleep. Then, at 12:36 a.m., a second me crawled out of the ceiling. He walked to my side, crouched, and whispered something in my ear. The mic barely picked it up.
Wake up, this isn't real.
I went to the bathroom and stared at my reflection for a long time. It didn't feel right. My face moved a split second slower than my body. The lights flickered. My reflection smiled before I did. That was when I noticed the noise, not from above this time, but from below. Footsteps, beneath the floorboards. I dropped to my knees, pressing my ear to the floor. A whisper came through. Let me out now. It's my turn. I don't remember what happened next. I just remember waking up again in my bed. It was morning. My phone said Tuesday. I thought it had only been Sunday night. My bag was unpacked, my clothes folded neatly, the dishes washed. The apartment looked untouched, like I'd never planned to leave. I called the landlord again. No answer. When I went to his office, the door was boarded shut, the sign covered in dust. Someone had spray painted across it. Building condemned. Do not enter. But the power was still on, the water still ran, the clock still worked, and every night the footsteps came back. It's been 2 weeks. I've stopped trying to leave. Every exit leads back to 412. Every hallway folds into itself. Sometimes I see people in the windows across the street, except they never move unless I look away. I've tried writing letters, marking the walls, anything to prove I exist. But by morning, the ink is gone, and the walls look new again. The only thing that stays is this journal, and even it looks different each time I read it. Sometimes the handwriting isn't mine. Last night, something changed. The ceiling cracked open again, and the man, the other me, dropped down. He didn't speak this time. He just pointed at the wall, where faint letters began to appear like condensation on glass. They spelled, "You aren't the first." Then the lights went out. When they came back on, he was gone, but his footprints led up the wall, across the ceiling, and into the floor above, the same pattern from the photo the landlord showed me. I don't think the building is real, or the city outside. Sometimes the sky flickers like a TV screen. Sometimes the people on the street all turn their heads in the same direction at once. The hum has become constant now, no longer a whisper, but a vibration inside my chest. I think it's not coming from above or below anymore. I think it's coming from me. If you're hearing this, if somehow this recording makes it outside, check your ceiling tonight. If you hear footsteps where there shouldn't be any, don't knock back, don't answer, because I think that's how it started. And once you answer, it's too late to tell which one of you is real.